I fucking hate Stuart Little. I fucking hate Stuart Little. I know what you're thinking. This is some kind of funny joke. But no, Stuart Little is a piece of shit. A goddamn rat got picked up over actual children in an orphanage, and he's supposed to be a hero? And I can't even tell you how many damn times I've seen a great parking space only to turn a corner and realize Stuart Little is already parked there in his stupid little fucking convertible. Took my wife and the kids and my job and my house. I swear to fucking God, I'm going to kill myself and take that goddamn rodent to hell with me. Stuart Little has ruined my family. Last summer, I approached this miserable mouse on the street and asked him for his autograph because my son is a huge fan. This fucking rat gave me the autograph and told me to burn in hell. Later, when I gave my son the autograph, he started crying and said he hated me. Turns out the mouse fucker didn't write his autograph. No, he wrote, "You're a piece of shit and I fucked your mom." I'm now divorced and planning a huge class action lawsuit against that white devil that ruined my life. Your time is almost over, Stuart. All the people you've wronged will rise up against you. All right, that's one of them. Now time for that PDF, boyos.
Oh boy.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, this is gonna be fucking. I hate Stuart Little packaged with the Communist Manifesto. Someone start playing the music again.
Oh, okay.
What a
That
combination.
was good.
The first 10 pages of the Communist Manifesto, boys.
Fuck.
Yeet! Here we go.
Because I think some people won't like it if I do the entire one. I will do the entire one if they won't.
Oh
The
no.
Communist Manifesto. Wait. The Communist Manifesto. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Content. Manifesto of the Communist Party. Preamble. A spectre is haunting Europe. Spectre of communism. All the powers of old Europe have entered into a holy alliance to exercise this spectre. Pope and Tsar, Metternich and Guizot, French radicals and German police spies. Where is the party in opposition that has not been declared as communistic by its opponents in power? Where is the opposition that has not held back the branding or reproach of communism against the more advanced opposition parties, as well as against its reactionary adversaries? Two things result from this fact. One, communism is already acknowledged by all European powers to be itself a power. Two, it is high time communists should openly, in the face of the whole world, publish their views, their aims, their tendencies, and meet this nursery tale of the spectre of communism with the manifesto of the party itself. To this end, communists of various nationalities have assembled in London and stretched the following manifesto to be published in the English, French, German, Italian, Flemish, and Danish languages. Bourgeois and proletarians. By bourgeoisie is meant the class of modern capitalists, owners of the means of social production, and employers of the wage labor. By proletariat, the class of modern wage labor, who, having no means of production on their own, are reduced to selling their labor in order to live. Engels, 1888, English edition. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles, freeman and slave, patrician and plebeian, lord and serf, guildmaster and journeyman. In a world, oppressor and oppressed stood in constant opposition to one another, carried in uninterrupted, now hidden, now open fight. A fight that each time ended either in a revolutionary reconstitution of society at large or the common ruin of the contending classes. In the earlier epochs of history, we find almost everywhere a complicated arrangement of society into various orders, a manifold graduation of social rank. In ancient Rome, we have patricians, knights, plebeians, and slaves. In the Middle Ages, feudal lords, vassals, guildmasters, journeymen, apprentices, serfs. In almost all of these classes, again, subordinate graduation. The modern bourgeoisie society that has sprouted from the ruins of feudal society has not done away with class antagonisms. It has but established new classes, new conditions of oppression, new forms of struggle in place of the old ones. Our epoch, the epoch of the bourgeoisie, possesses, however, this distinct feature. It has simplified class antagonisms. Society as a whole is no more, and more splitting up into two great hostile camps, into two great classes directly facing each other, bourgeoisie, proletariat. From the serfs of the Middle Ages sprang the chartered bearers from the earliest towns. From these bourgeoisies, the first elements of the bourgeoisie were developed.
Bourgeoisie.
What?
Bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie.
It's definitely bourgeoisie, or whatever.
Bourgeoisie, whatever. Fucking go.
I
The
fucking
discovery-
Our mistake.
The discovery of America, the rounding of the Cape, opened up fresh ground for the rising bourgeoisie. The East Indian and Chinese markets, the colonization of America, trade with the colonies, the increase of the means of exchange and commodities generally gave to commerce, to navigation, to history, an impulse never before known, and thereby to the revolutionary attempt of the trotting feudal society, a rapid development. The feudal system of industry, in which industrial production was monopolized by closed guilds, now no longer sufficed for the growing wants of the new markets. The manufacturing system took its place. The guild masters were pushed on one side by the manufacturing middle class. Division of labor between the different corporate guilds vanished in the face of division, labor in each single workshop. Meantime, the markets kept ever growing, the demand ever rising. Even manufacture no longer sufficed. Thereupon, steam and machinery revolutionized industrial production. The place of manufacturer was taken by the giant modern industry. The place of the industrial middle class by industrial millionaires, leaders of the whole industrial arms, the modern bourgeois. Modern industry has established the world market, for which the discovery of America has paved the way. This market has given an immense development to commerce, to navigation, to communication by land. This development has in its turn reacted on the extension of industry, and in proportion as industry, commerce, navigation, railways extended, in the same proportion of the bourgeoisie developed, increased its capital, and pushed back up every class handed down in the ages. We see, therefore, how the modern bourgeoisie it is itself the product of a long course of development, of a series of revolutions in the modes of production and of exchange. Each step in the development of the bourgeoisie was accompanied by a corresponding political advance of that class, an oppressed class under the sway of feudal nobility, an armed and self-governing association. In the medieval commune, here, independent urban republic, as in Italy and Germany, their taxable third estate of the monarch, as in France, afterwards, in the period of manufacturing proper, serving either the semi-feudal or the absolute monarchy as the counterpoise against the nobility, and in fact, cornerstone of the great monarchies in general. The bourgeoisie has at last, since the establishment of modern industry and the world market, conquered for itself in the modern representative state exclusive political sway. The executive of the modern state is but a committee for managing the common affairs of the whole bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie, historically, has played the most revolutionary. The bourgeoisie, whatever it has done, wherever it has got the upper hand, has put an end to all feudal, patriarchal, and idyllical relations. It has pitilessly torn asunder the mortally feudal ties that bound man to his natural superior, and has left remaining no other nexus between man and naked self-interest than callous cash payment. It has drowned the most heavenly ecstasies of religious fervor, of chivalrous enthusiasm, of Philistine sentimentalism in the icy water, egotistical calculation. It has resolved personal worth into exchange value, and in place of the numberless, indefeasible chartered freedoms, has set up that single, unconscionable freedom. Free trade. In one word, for exploitation, veiled by the religious and the political illusions. It has substituted naked, shameless, direct, brutal exploitation. Bourgeoisie has stripped the tailor every occupation on looked up to with reverent awe. It has converted to the physician, the lawyer, the priest, poet, the man of science, into its paid wage laborers. The bourgeoisie has torn away from the family in its sentimental veil, and has reduced the family relation to a mere money relation. The bourgeoisie has disclosed how it came to pass that the brutal display of vigor in the Middle Ages, which reactionaries so much admired, found it fitting compliment in the most slothful instance. It has been the first to show what man's activity could bring about. It has accomplished wonders far surpassing Egyptian pyramids, Roman aqueducts, and Gothic cathedrals. It has conducted expeditions that put in the shape all former exodus of nations and crusades. The bourgeoisie cannot exist without constantly revolutionizing the instruments of production, and thereby the relations of production with them, the whole reason of society. Conservation of the old modes of production in unaltered form was, on the contrary, the first condition of existence for all earlier industrial classes. Constant revolutionizing production, uninterrupted disturbance of all social conditions, everlasting uncertainty and agitation distinguish the bourgeois epoch from all earlier ones. All fixed, fast frozen relations, with their train of ancient and venerable prejudices and opinions, were swept away. All new formed ones come antique before they can ossify. All that is solid melts in the air. All that is holy is profane. Man is at last compelled, faced sober senses, his real conditions of life, his relations with his time. The needed, constantly expanding market for its products chases the bourgeoisie over the entire surface. It must nest everywhere, settle everywhere, establish connections everywhere. The bourgeoisie has, through its exploitation of the world market, given a
Cosmopolitan.
cosmopolitan character to production and consumption in every country. to the great chagrin of the reactionists, it has drawn from under the feet of industry the national ground which it stood. All established national industries have been destroyed and are daily being destroyed. They are dislodged by new industries whose introduction becomes a life and death question for all civilized nations, by industries that no longer work up indigenous raw material, but raw material drawn from the remotest zones. Industries whose products are consumed not only at home, but in every corner of the globe. Place of the older ones, satisfied by their production is comfort. We find new ones for their satisfaction, the product requiring for their satisfaction the products, distant lands. Alright, so we're at page 6. What do you guys think?
I think we should stop.
I think we should have.
I
stopped,
think we should stop because a lot of things have just happened that is too much.
We should continue.
We've
think
already
we-
had the second
Wait, what
communist
happened?
We've had a communist revolution.
Oh shit.
No.
You guys
We've had a
100%
fucking
did.
communist revolution.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys totally
Oh,
did.
might is totally.
Man, I looked away for a sec. I'm reading a book for a second. Son,
And suddenly we have the communist revolution.
Yeah, you should have stopped like again 6 pages ago.
Yeah, we should have stopped 6 pages ago.
Yeah.
Fucking
Alright, so is that it?
yeah.
I mean,
I
It
think
was a
Alright.
good review.
I sent like another. That was just mostly joking.
Yes.
I listened to
Comrade.
none of that. All I heard was comrade.
No,
I
yeah,
heard bourgeoisie a few times.
I heard bourgeoisie a few times. Yeah.
Use the means
Yeah.
of production.
I think I heard seize the means of production a couple times. Like
It was
too many times.
that's the whole thing.
Yep. Man, I haven't had water
I need to
all
buy a
night.
copy of the
No,
Communist
yeah,
Manifesto and burn it. I need to.
Drink
We need the
something.
patriotism balance.
Yeah, we need the patriotism.
Need to go fire up some guns. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I need some water. I'm
I need some America.
I'm
What's
so
the-
dry
there you
right
go.
now.
What's the most American thing to read? Like,
Caca.
ASMR Communist Manifesto reading.
Maybe.
Okay. I feel like that should be the last reading.
It's gonna come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Bro,
don't ever
like,
unleash
what?
the Communist Manifesto.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough for tonight.
Adam, Lude,
Had a
and
good one.
and the two Kates and Anki are gonna be like, what has happened?
no, yeah.
We had a
Wait, so maybe just
communist revolution.
The weirdest part about this is that both admins are in here, and we're completely okay with this happening. So, no crimes were committed, so nothing is not gonna happen.
Yeah, no crimes are committed. Just us having fun.
Comrade.
If the admin
Maybe a little
says
too much
so,
fun.
it must be correct.
The only crime we committed was having fun. Oh man.
Oh, man, my voice is really dry.
I imagine. Are you like? Have you drank some water when
Oh
you
yeah, I
began?
just like downed half a water bottle.
Yeah,
Red.
dude.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Ah,
Dude,
Jesus.
That was a lot of reading.
Yep. Sorry about that, Lemon.
Yeah. Last words.
This was great.
I'm glad you guys apparently like my narration.
Yeah.
So much so that it paused for 2 extra videos.
You and me are gonna get together and we're gonna read Emergence together.
That'll be great. I'll
But-
wait for that day.
Oh,
Oh, God.
I actually want to see that video.
Yeah. Over the next few days,
Post
I'm gonna
that.
upload these videos.
Yeah, but
one
whenever
you
you
upload
want,
tonight?
Lemon, we're gonna duet emergence together.
Yeah, we're gonna do an Emergence
First,
but which one's tonight?
podcast.
probably.
Wait, did you cut the little dick part, or is this still
No,
in there?
the little dick part
Absolutely
is all
not.
there. The title of that podcast is the name for it is now is Who is Little Dick?
I want to see how this just crumbles into being Who is Little Dick.
Yeah. I mean, we managed to have just like a calm reading of Wolfman Greg with Little Dick here.
Can you?
I'm
Can you?
Sam.
We also had
It
we
is.
also had like a little bit there.
We also mean better lemon.
Stamp 1/26/2019, 12:15 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, we also had a reading of Emergence earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier, in which we begged you to stop.
You didn't
Well,
beg me
did
to
we
stop at all.
really? I don't
No,
think
you
we
didn't
did.
beg me to stop at all.
We begged you when
Like,
you
I
kept.
could've
We begged you when you kept starting again.
That's because I was doing a joke.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it off. Final words.
Mhm.
Cut it.
Emergence.
Comrade.
Right.
Comrade.
Comrades.